sink, 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 sink. What's up, guys? Atom Bacon here. Welcome back to more Akiba's trip. In the last episode, we finished off Rin's route, and here we're back on the loading, or not the loading screen, the title screen. And there's a reason I'm here and not on the arena decision like I have been for Rin and Toko's routes. Two reasons, mainly. The first is that it occurred to me that I haven't actually shown what loading a New Game Plus looks like, because on Shizuku's route, I'm pretty sure I started from the main menu. Or actually, I think I started from the intro. But the point is, you saw the main menu, you saw me start a new game. But for loading, for New Game Plus, you don't actually go to New Game. You go to Load Game, and here you have clear data. As you can see, playtime 25.5 hours, clear count 3. That's, oh, pardon me, that's my LP file. As opposed to my main file, which has 17 clears. And how much playtime do I have on my main file? 92 hours and 23 minutes. AC difficulty easy. That was a practice run for the one I'm doing right now. Honestly, of all the missions, that is the only one that I feel isn't a spoiler, so that was a good one to stop on. Just going for curry, like, you know we're doing Shion's route, so just of all the things that could have been on, going for curry is probably the only one that isn't a massive spoiler, so I guess I lucked out on that. But yeah, I was on easy just because I was doing it to remind myself dialogue options, so I wanted to get through the battles as quickly as possible. Speaking of difficulty, though, that segues into the other reason why I'm doing this. As I said, I usually do easy for practice runs. I've been playing the 3 previous routes that I did in the LP have all been on casual. I've played gamer from time to time, but for this final route, we're taking on otaku difficulty, which, despite the fact that between my main file and my practice file, or not, my main file and my LP file, sorry, I have cleared the game a total of 20 times. I mean, if we want to nitpick, it's actually 19 because one of the clears on my main file was actually my friend playing it. Played the entire game in a night, having never touched the game before. It was pretty fun to watch. But anyway, of all of that, I've never actually tried otaku difficulty before. And I figured what better way to show it off for the first time than to be on camera. So you can make all these last minute adjustments, whatever you want, and then setup complete. And you can actually make adjustments to the other characters as well, I just didn't feel like it. But yeah, the main reason I'm starting from the beginning is, as I said, I've never tried otaku difficulty before, and I want my very first time trying to do a battle in this difficulty to be on camera, mainly. Obviously, I'm not going to be showing all the battles because it would take long enough anyway, and on a higher difficulty, the battles will take way longer, so it's gonna take a long time. But I wanted to show the very first one, which in this case is the tutorial one. And then I'll be showing dialogue options that matter for Shion's route. There's actually, of all of the chances to raise affection, Shion actually has the least prior to her route. It's like, okay, hang on. I want to focus here, because I don't know how tough these guys are or are not going to be. Wait, Shizuku isn't actually my friend. Whoa, what the hell? His shirt's gone already? What? How did his shirt disappear? Wow. Okay, I get that. Oh, okay, you know what? No, to be fair, this is the tutorial battle, so I really shouldn't be judging off of this too much. I'm sure by the time we get to... Ow. Excuse me. By the time we get to... Will you leave me alone? Once we... Ow. No. Wow, that was glorious. I miss and say ow. No, but... why can't I get this thought in? When I actually get to the battles in Shion's route, I'm sure they're going to be pretty tough. But for the tutorial battle, I can understand it not being too strong. And yeah, I suppose that's the other thing also, is that all the actual tutorial stuff wasn't there because it's New Game Plus. So on New Game Plus, you don't have to go through all that tutorial crap. And also, though you don't have it in this battle explicitly, as early as the first battle in Electric Town Plaza, right before you meet your sister, you have your Unison strip already available there. Anyway, what I was saying before, though, is that there's only 3 points in which you can actually raise Shion's affection prior to her route, as well as 2 instances where, once again, you have to select going to the battle arena with Kati and doing patrolling alone when you have that option. Those 2, as well as 3 chances to raise Shion's affection. So you know how all of this goes. I'm just going to skip to those 5 key points, and after that, pretty much just end the episode. So I honestly have no idea how long that's off the top of my head, how long that's going to be from here. I might show this next battle just because I feel like this will be a slightly more genuine thing. Because one other interesting thing about difficulty changes is I found that your Unison strip bar, depending on what difficulty you're playing on, changes how fast it fills up. So I'll do this battle, and then I will skip to the points that I need to show, which is going to be a long ways away from me, and not that long for you. So I'll do this battle, and then... Jesus! I am on Otaku difficulty, right? I didn't set it to... Okay, well, I know I didn't set it to easy, but... This doesn't seem right. This feels way too easy. I feel like I'm gonna eat those words later on, but... Why are these early battles so easy? I don't get this. This doesn't feel right. I mean, I'm not really complaining with it being easy, but... Not sure how I feel about this. Anyway, I'll see you guys in a bit. Oh yeah, one other thing, if you're playing along, I know I've mentioned this before, but I'm just going to stress this one more time. For those playing along, if you are trying to get Shion's route, you cannot raise anyone else's affection at all. Most like the other 3 routes are pretty lenient. Like you can miss 1 or 2, and you can get you could like raise 1 person's affection once by accident. Not on Shion's route. There's only 3. You have to hit all 3 of them and not anything else. Okay, now I'll see you guys later for real. I almost said now I'll see you for real.
Huh? You want to go with me?
Sync, 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 sync. Sync, sync, sync. Okay, so I just finished up the stuff at the arena, and this isn't part of this is a stop I wasn't intending to make, but I'm very confused because these battles feel way too easy for the difficulty I'm supposed to be on, and I almost was like unsure if I even set it to the right difficulty, so I saved and looked at my file, and sure enough, I am on Otaku. So I'm actually going to take a round in the tournament, in the arena, and see what the battles are like, because I'm really curious. It doesn't feel right how easy these fights are, so... Like, I don't know, it doesn't make sense. I need to know, I need to see what these arena fights are like. Because this it doesn't make any sense to me. Whoa, hello, okay. I mean, he did a lot of damage to me, but... Oh, wait, she didn't take any damage. I don't know, this is just, it's strange.
Okay.
Something about these fights just seem odd to me. I can't, like...
My feet are tired.
They choose boys over powers. Like, look how quickly they go down. Like, he did a lot of damage, but is it, like, are they more are they supposed to be more glass cannons on this difficulty or something? Because like I said, I've never played on Otaku before, and on Gamer the fights are actually pretty tough. So, yeah. I don't know, this is just interesting. So, yeah. Like, look how quickly I look how quickly I take them out.
Not good.
I don't know, this just doesn't feel right to me. Okay, I got my E rank. You know what? I'm not gonna do this all on camera because it's gonna take forever. But I'm going to actually fight all the way up to the top. I'll meet you back when I challenge Antoinette. Just because this doesn't feel right to me. I want to see these higher rank fights. And I should probably give Kati some better equipment for this then. If I have better equipment. Okay, there we go. She can have an Oboro. Actually, her headdress is stronger. She can have that. Soga Kati! Soga Kati! I mean, it actually kind of looks good on her. Okay, I'll meet you guys back in a bit.
Buddy, what's happening?
Sync, 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 sync. Alright, so we're up to here, and I skipped this scene. I skipped this scene last time, like in Rin's route, because, well, specifically because we'd be doing it here, and it's more relevant here because this scene, the scene that comes from going on your own, pretty much revolves all around Shion. So it seemed to make more sense to just skip over it in Rin's route and focus on it in Shion's route. Now, I shall talk about this in the battle.
We meet again. Quite a strange coincidence, wouldn't you say?
You're a CEO. Shouldn't you be working?
Oh, I assure you. Very hard, in fact. So much so that I took the first chance I could find to slip away. Even CEOs need their leisure time. So, have you been making use of the app I gave you?
More or less.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear it's been helpful. Thanks to all this stimulating research material, I've been feeling rather good about myself these days, for the first time in a long while. Where did the synthesters come from? And to what end are they stealing life energy from humans? Why are they weak to sunlight? And what gives them their superhuman strength? And through what process does one become a synthester in the first place? I have so many questions, it makes me feel like a little girl again. Look over there. The group gathered around that bargain sale is wearing awfully thick clothes for this time of year, aren't they? This looks like a job for my synthester app. And bingo!
The hell are you looking at?
Leave these guys to me.
Oh no. Self-defense is very much a lady's prerogative, you know.
You're Synthester hunters.
Worthless scum. How can you stand against our glorious vision?
We've been promised S-rank rare goods for defeating you, so now you die in the name of limited edition strippers and figure variants.
Okay, so my battles in the arena definitely kind of gave me a good idea of what this difficulty rating is like, and one thing's for sure, look how slowly the unison gauge fills. It's insane. Like, I showed a clip, and if you remember from before, like I showed a clip battling the butchered baby names. Battling the butchered baby names, that's some great alliteration there. And, if you remember, that's the battle for B rank. And so I was already on the fight for B rank, and you saw where my unison gauge was? I hadn't filled it yet. And even still, after all this, it's barely a sliver full. What I've found is that on this difficulty, it seems to be that the enemies are very glass cannon-ish. Like, they don't take very much damage, but you can't take very much damage from them either. Because as you can see, I'm taking these guys out pretty quickly, but they're doing some considerable damage back as well.
No problem.
And I found it hilarious in the clip that I showed in the arena that I literally lost that because I tried to heal when I had full health. Which is probably the most ironic reason to die I can think of in a game. Okay, how are you doing?
Let's go.
Also, it was kind of funny, in the, excuse me. In the, whatchamacallit, battle in the, in Rin's concert, one of the enemies when I defeated them dropped their pickups on the other side of the fence where it was impossible to get to them. I'm not sure how that happened, but it did somehow.
Are you all right? I do hope you weren't injured. Me? Well, I'll have to send my clothes to the cleaners, but other than that, I'm fine. However, you heard what that brute said, no? It would seem there's a reward on your head. And the heads of your friends, I'd assume. This won't be the last of them. More and more will come after you now. Nothing motivates a miscreant like greed. I believe that warrants a report back to the other freedom fighters, no? Well, until we meet again, little boy. Things are certainly heating up, aren't they?
Alright, well, the next time that we're going to have any influence with Shion is when we do the drug trial, so I'll see you guys then.
No, that's pretty much how she...
Sink, 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 sink. Alright, so this is close enough. Just a little bit of dialogue and then we're at that decision, so yada 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 yada. I stumbled over that. Alright. Now, this is actually a pretty important fight for this particular playthrough because ideally I want to actually get copies of her outfit out of this.
Physically, you are quite the exemplar, even by Synthester standards.
I can't remember if we actually paid attention to this in Rin's route or not, so I'm just gonna go through it normally. I'll say what I wanted to say during the battle.
But your actual combat performance is merely adequate, given what you should be capable of. I fear that perhaps your muscle memory is holding you back, remnants of your humanity serving as a limiter of sorts. To combat this rift between ability and skill, I present you with our newest experimental energy drink, Bald Bull. Loaded with an absolutely irresponsible amount of traditional Chinese herbs, this elixir will stimulate every cell in your body and open those eyes nice and wide.
Why she isn't just a saleswoman, I don't know. Award-winning sales pitch right there.
You won't even be able to measure the extent of your abilities anymore, and all those nasty limiters in your mind will be yesterday's news. Oh, but don't worry, no illegal substances were used in the making of this concoction. It's perfectly safe, I swear.
Yeah, nothing fishy.
All right, now face the woman of mystery. The difficulty level for this match is very hard, so please don't fret if you lose.
Oh my god. That's so terrible. That's just so terrible. Okay, so ideally I want to actually get a copy of her outfit out of this. I'm really hoping that my strip skills for whatever category her outfit is high enough. I actually don't know what category it is, so I can't really check. But I want to get this because since I'm going to be fighting alongside her a lot in the later parts of this, I think I got it. I'll find out afterwards. I want to have upgraded versions of her outfit. Because obviously you can't,
Oh, my.
you can't alter their default clothes, but you can get your own copies to alter.
Quite impressive. Quite impressive indeed. The way you stripped my clothes off without a hint of shame or hesitation, c'est magnifique. However, I can't say I approve of you freely gawking at my body, so please do return my clothes to me. Now. Well, it certainly was quite an experience being out in the open in nothing but the bare essentials.
Speaking of that remark, actually, I found out something kind of funny on my practice file of this. If you're walking around in public in just underwear, you can actually get the cops mad at you. Like, they'll bust you for public indecency. It's kind of funny.
But that aside, I'd consider this a wonderfully successful film test for Bald Bull.
The real question of success is if I got... Oh, right, there's one more fight. I always forget about this guy.
So, why don't you and I carry on a bit and see just how long all these beautiful effects can last?
The real question of success is if I got her outfit. Whoa! Did he just dodge both of those? Vroom. And vroom. Gotcha. That wasn't hard. This difficulty is interesting. Some fights are like really tough and other fights are jokes.
Never stop. This little trial of ours has gone beyond my wildest hopes.
Alright, let's see if I got what I was hoping for. I want to go into items. Or not. No. Okay, go into equipment. I guess I'll just... Here. Okay, Yes, I did! Okay. Awesome. That's what I was hoping for. Alright, I will see you guys back the next time we raise Jean's affection. Which is at Akiba Park after the run-in with Rin. So, I'll see you guys then. Alright, so, after that... Ow, what the hell? after that fight with Rin, we have this little scene, and then after she leaves, this is probably one of the most cryptic dialogue options for affection. After that, you want to say, maybe we should ask their boss, and that actually raises Shion's affection.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Next time she comes into the bar, we'll do exactly that. Anyway, it seems like Rin knows Shizuku too, so...
So, yeah.
I guess we've...
Alright. So, you may notice I have the little red aura. I ended up using an item to buff my defense, and I'm thinking all those items that I have been collecting throughout the previous 3 playthroughs, I'm probably going to be using them a lot in this, because I feel I'm probably going to actually be needing them for a change. But anyway, that's the last time that we actually need to raise Shion's affection prior to her story split. So I'm gonna end this episode off here because I don't really need to show the rest of it. So I'll see you guys when we get to the story split after dealing with Xenia and all of that. So yeah, see you guys then.